Hello everybody, for today's video I'm doing a video on my eye condition. Now I mentioned I had an eye condition in my very first video, a condition called Nystagmus, which if you want to know the actual Google definition, which is what I read in the first video, then you can either Google it or watch that video. But I thought I would answer some questions that people have asked me. I hope you enjoy the video. If you do, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below. So question 1, how long will you have it? So I will have it my entire life. I've had it since I was born and I will have it until I die. Question 2, what actually is it? It's involuntary eye movement. So my eyes will wobble or they'll squint and I won't know when they're doing it. I'm not in control of when they do it. I'm not in control of what it looks like. I'm not in control of how much they do it. Some things I've picked up on editing these videos, I never realised how much my eyes actually squint. So when you guys have your eyes open, they're obviously fully open, and to you like they're just completely open. To me, when my eyes are open or when they're squinted, to me that's fully open, because I don't know when they're squinting. Occasionally, if I need to focus my eye on something quite small, I will squint and that will help with to make the vision more focused on that thing. However, because I'm not in control of when they do the squinting a lot of the time, for me my eyes still seem fully open. But yeah, it's involuntary eye movement that I can just not control at all. Question 3, are you jealous of people without your eye condition? Probably yes. I am jealous of people without my eye condition, I think, because it does make things difficult. However, because I've had it since I was born, it's all I know. I am jealous of people without it, but because this is my normal, I'm just used to it now. Question 4, what is the one thing you wish you could do but can't because of it? So this is the hardest thing for me about the eye condition. I can't drive, which is quite hard because of being 17 now. All my friends are starting to learn to drive, they're taking their tests, they're getting excited about being able to be on the road, they're getting that new level of freedom and independence, and I'm so happy for them. They go, Case, do you mind us talking about it in front of you? And I'm like, yeah, because there is no point you hiding it from me, because I know it's going to happen, so please talk about it. When you pass, you tell me, I will get you a card, I'll get you presents, we can go on a long drive together, I'll pay for the petrol or the diesel, whatever you want to take. And it is really hard because when I was younger, I think I was about 8 when I found out that I wasn't going to be able to drive. And we have these family friends, and I think they have, it's either a silver or a grey colour convertible, but red was my favourite colour at the time, and I was like, I'm going to have a red convertible when I'm older. And like I said, I think I was about 8 when I was told I wasn't going to be able to drive, and I didn't digest the information I was given properly. I was like, yeah, why are you telling me I can't drive? Like, of course I can't drive now. I'm 8 years old. I want to drive in 10 years. So, like, no, you're wrong. Obviously, they weren't wrong. I feel like until I sort of went into my teenage years, I was still oblivious to the situation. Then I properly digested that I wasn't going to be able to drive, and that's quite hard, because if I want to get out of a situation, or I need to get out of a situation, I can't just hop in my car and drive and, you know, take a break. Also, what am I going to do when my best friend rings me at 3 in the morning because they broke up with their boyfriend and they are crying their eyes out, and I have to go and get them McDonald's and then go to their house and comfort them? I mean, I'll bike or I'll walk, so I'll still do it, I promise. That nothing's going to stop me from doing that. Not being able to drive is the hardest thing for me personally. Question 5, if you could experience the world for one day without your eye condition, would you? So I probably would say yes. Like, my answer to the question is yes, I would love to be able to experience a day without having the eye condition. And I don't want to paint out that my eye condition is the worst thing in the world, because trust me, it's not. It's just like a lack of vision. Like, yes, it could be better, but there are so much worse things in the world than what I suffer with. But I feel like if I was to go a day without having the eye condition and then go back to the eye condition, I would find that quite hard, I guess. I don't really know. If you were to experience a day without it, what would you go and see? I think I would actually just experience a normal day, because me walking down the street and someone walking down the street with like fine vision is going to be completely different, and I think that would just be amazing to be able to see the difference in just walking down a street. So I'd probably just live a normal day, like go to college, do all the normal stuff, which sounds quite boring. There's so many things that I would like to be able to go and see without my eye condition, but it's not going to happen, so I try not to dwell on that too much. Something I probably would do though is I love art painting, drawing, colouring, and I enjoy doing it. I'm colourblind, so I find it obviously difficult to see colours. I don't see in black and white, but I also couldn't tell you what the colours are. And I think I'd probably go and see like an art gallery, because everyone says how like the world is such a beautiful place with all the colours, and because I don't experience that to the full extent, I feel like if I was to have good vision, I'd go and see something like that to be able to experience all the colours. The next question is, have people judged you because of your eyes? Yes, I've had people judge me for quite a while because of my eye condition. It has affected me because it's like you haven't taken the time to get to know me for me. You just saw my eye condition and judged me on that my eye condition isn't me. Like, yes, it's a part of me, but that doesn't mean that that's all there is to me. So I have been judged for it for a long time, but I'm fine now. That leads on to the next question, which is, what would you say to all the people that have brought you down as a result? So this is going to sound really weird, but I kind of want to say thank you, because you broke me and you really hurt me, but everything you put me through, I'm stronger for now. Now, I don't want to paint out that I had a really bad experience, because I didn't. I didn't have the best experience. I did have comments said to me quite regularly, and it did affect me and it did hurt me, and it caused me to do things that I regret. However, I also want to point out that there is people that have it so much worse than me. I'm actually quite lucky for what I was given, because I know it could have been worse, and I know that I take things to heart too much. So I just want to point out a lot of people have it worse than me. So yes, it wasn't the easiest time and I found it difficult. However, I know it could have been worse. The comments that were said did hurt me and they did affect me. But I do want to say thank you, because you saying them comments and you bringing me down every day has made me a stronger person today. Like, I can take a lot more now. Like, anything that was said to me used to affect me, every single thing. Now I take stuff just on the shoulder. Like, they haven't taken the time to get to know me, or they just saying a hurtful comment to me. It's not like I've stopped taking things to heart as much now, because I know that my eye condition doesn't affect who I am now. Like, it doesn't change me as a person. So I just want to say thank you for everything hurtful you said, because you made me a stronger person. I also want to say, I guess it's kind of on you, and I get why people would comment stuff about my eye condition. However, my eye condition, like I've said, doesn't affect who I am as a person. It doesn't change my behaviour. It doesn't change how I accept and respect and get along with people. That's not going to change because I have a visual impairment. The fact that you just saw that I was disabled and then decided to take the mick out of that instead of get to know me, that just shows your level of intelligence. So, I mean, you can take that how you want to take that. What life lessons have you learned due to the condition? So I've obviously learned how to deal with it, which has been a whole lesson in itself, and it's been a difficult one, but I've learned to embrace it. And now, yeah, things still affect me when something goes wrong because of my eye condition. I'm like, damn, but I embrace it a lot more now. I think I've also learned what respect is more, and I think I've learned that if you have a disability or a learning difficulty, like, nobody is normal. I think I've learnt that everybody is just beautiful the way they are. I have learnt to respect people and to not take things for granted. Question 8. What's something you wish you could inform everyone on your eye condition? Probably that it's not actually going to get better. Some people I speak to, or they ask like, oh, it's going to get better when you're older, right? No, it's not. It's, like I said, it's going to be with me for life. Also, something else I think I want to inform people is that some days are worse than others with my eye condition. Question 10. Can you see how beautiful I am? Well, of course I can see how beautiful you are. Question 11. In what way does it impact your life, such as school? Sports were really difficult. Things like rounders, I could not see the ball to save my life. Like, the closest I would be able to see to hit it is when it would hit my face. Like, I wouldn't be able to see the ball to hit it. So I would run around the post things. Granted, couldn't always see them either, but I'd still run for it. And my friends would hit the ball for me. So we kind of would balance it out like that, which means I would still be able to play in the sports, because I love sports so much. Like, it's weird, I enjoy exercising, I enjoy doing sport. Tennis, badminton and ping pong were very difficult because I can't see the little ball things. So I have to always sit on the front row, which is so embarrassing. I've never been able to sit on the back row, or even on the second row back from the front. I haven't been able to ever sit there. Like, and if I ever did, I wouldn't be able to see a thing. I mean, I can't still see the board if I sit on the front row. At high school I had, and at college I have, an iPad where I take a picture of the board and then I copy it down. In primary school I had a laptop, and then I had this circle stand that had a metal like pole thing, had a camera on the end, and the camera would point at whatever I needed to point it at, and then that image on the camera would come up on my laptop, and then I'd copy it down. I have to have things on size 22 font or on A3 paper because I can't see it otherwise, which kind of makes me stand out as well, which is, it's fine. Like, I'm now got used to it. Like, I know when a teacher walks in with a huge bit of paper, that's for me, but at the beginning I found that quite hard. Question 12, does it have any benefits? Yeah, I feel like you've got that. With every cloud there's a rainbow? Something along them lines. There's obviously benefits to it. So if you like theme parks, I can get us those fast track tickets for free. Things like concerts and shows, there's these forms that you can fill out if you've got like disabilities and stuff. So we obviously fill them out with all the information about my eye condition, and we can get tickets that are like closer to the front. Question 14, what can you see? This is quite vague and also quite a big question, because there are things in a daily life that I'm like, oh, I can't actually see that, and that's difficult. So like I say, if I'm just sitting in my desk, which is probably about 2 meters away from the front wall, I can't see what's written on there. So I have to take the picture. I'm sitting at the end of my single bed, and I'm pretty sure you all know what a single bed looks like. I've got a desk at the end and it's got a photo frame on it. I can't see who's in that photo frame. Obviously I know because I put it there, but I can't see who. I can't see in cars, so if you ever drive past me and I don't wave or I don't smile or anything like that, I try to smile at all the cars because I'm worried that if I don't and there's someone in there that I know, they're going to be like, oh, how rude. But I can't see inside cars. If you are standing on one side of the street to me, I wouldn't be able to recognise you and wave back to you unless you spoke. One of my best mates came up to me the other day and I couldn't see who it was. With obviously the social distancing thing, I can't really see facial expressions or recognise people very clearly, and so he spoke because he knew I'd be able to recognise his voice, and I really appreciate that because that is how I sort of recognise a lot of people. If you're just distanced away, I won't be able to see you. If you look at me and I don't respond to you, that is because I haven't seen. I try not to be a rude person, so I would never just ignore somebody. So if you see me and you're looking at me and I could be looking straight at you, I still can't see you. That is just because of my eye condition. What restrictions do you have, for example, driving? So yeah, so driving's the main restriction, but also there's some jobs that I won't be able to do, such as like construction working. But I do try not to let my eye condition hold me back from things I would like to achieve. Have you had any realisations with your eye condition? So yeah, I feel like most of my realisations are around things to do with colour. So for example, all the high-vis jackets and anything high-vis, up until probably the last year or two, I thought was white, and apparently it's yellow. I think I get things stuck in my head, or what I perceive as this way, and then I get told they're not, and I'm like, how long has it been like that for? And everyone's like, forever, and I'm like, not in my head. But yeah, I feel like the things of colour are the main realisations. What causes the condition? So my parents' genes together. And the next question is, would having glasses help? I've had glasses since I've been able to wear them. So since I was very, very, very young, I have had glasses. But they don't actually help my condition. So if you give somebody that is long-sighted or short-sighted a pair of glasses, that will counteract the other one. So they will then be able to see wearing the glasses. When they take them off, that's when they'll be like, oh my god, I can't see a thing, like I'm blind and everything like that. But when they wear the glasses, that will sort out the issue that is sort of with that. However, when I wear my glasses, if I wear them, if I don't wear them, my eye condition is still the same. They're always with me. So I do have glasses, and I should wear them every single day. Sometimes I wear contacts, so if I don't wear glasses, occasionally I'm wearing contacts, but a majority of the time I'm not wearing anything because they just don't help in any way for me personally. And the last question is, do you feel stronger because of your eye condition? And again, this is two-sided. Yes, I feel stronger in the sense that I now know how to handle it. But then when I mess up because of my eye condition, for example, if I write down the wrong thing because I couldn't see it, if I use the wrong colour, that's when I don't feel strong and I feel very incapable. I feel like a failure. I feel like ashamed and embarrassed and a little bit inferior, I guess. Obviously I notice it, but it's just what it is now. It's normal. That is it for today's video. If you have any other questions about it, please comment them down below or message me, because I'll answer anything. And I really hope you enjoyed. I love and appreciate you all, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye.